Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is Popping Culture Anime Reviews. Here with me is two of the best comedians you'll ever see. If they're in your city, please check them out. We have Sauce Got Jokes.
Yes, I know.
Also, is also a member of the Who Them podcast. Definitely check out his podcast. And very hilarious comedian Michael Mack. Check out his podcast, The Real Black Superheroes. I
Yep,
probably said it wrong.
that's definitely a lie. Black Heroes Podcast.
Black Heroes podcast. So sorry.
The real black superhero, boy.
But that's that plug where you can't see in the dark.
uh, the real black superhero. Who would that consist of? It'd be Black Panther, Luke Cage, and nobody else.
Nah, you can throw Black Lightning in there. Black Lightning, Static Shock.
Yeah. All the superheroes with black in front of their name.
True.
All the superheroes, the police officers stop for a second.
Yes. The so sorry. Say the the podcast name one more time, Mac.
Oh yeah, it's just the Black Heroes Podcast.
Black Heroes podcast, guys. Great podcast. If you really want to know about anime, that's the podcast. Listen to. They go in depth and drop a lot of gems. The anime that we'll be reviewing is One Piece. This will be a spoiler review. It's been out forever. They're on season 20. These guys are definitely the ones that introduced me to it. As far as I've seen, it's a great anime, and we can't wait to review it for you guys. For everybody that's watching on Twitch, we truly appreciate you guys. Let's get the ball rolling, guys. Talk about season 1. What was it like for your first time watching the introduction for you guys?
So my introduction with One Piece is kind of crazy because I was introduced to it as a kid on 4Kids. Saturday morning cartoons you're looking at, and I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I can curse on
here. Yeah, man, that's fine.
Okay.
It's urban, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, urban. Yeah, you're right. You're urban. You're right. So yeah, it was a Saturday morning cartoon. Dude was stretching, and what hooked me was the English intro.
That intro was fire.
And I was just looking at it, and then it vanished. Like it just stopped coming on, and I lost track of One Piece for years. I forgot all about it. It was out of sight, out of mind for years. And then I seen it again in like high school. I was on YouTube and I was looking up top anime fights. Yeah, and then I just seen Luffy fight, and I was like, hold on, I remember this. And then they started fighting. I was like, hold on, Trap, what I missed? Because ain't no way that what I see when I was a kid got to this point. I got to go back and see how it got to right here. So that was my introduction to One Piece, and I've been stuck with it ever since.
Yeah, I'd say about the same because like One Piece hit America on 4Kids about like I think 01, 2001. Stopped
It was somewhere.
Yeah, like 2000, 2001, and I watched it on 4Kids. My brother used to actually watch it with me, but he's like 15 years older than me, so like he hated it. He was like, "This is the most dumbest shit I could ever look at," and but I mean, as a kid, I loved it. I mean, it was hilarious. But that like Saul said, I think it stopped airing on 4Kids. I think like 2003 or so. Because like when Naruto showed up, which was like 2004, that's when One Piece disappeared. And like 2009, I think 2009, 2008, I was watching some Naruto episodes online, and then I saw they had like a One Piece website too. So I was like, oh, cool, I can rewatch it. And then next thing you know, I see like episode 480. I'm like, hold up now, that shit only lasted for like 2 years. Like I only watched like 40 episodes, and something ain't adding up here. So like I clicked on the latest episode like an idiot, and I'm seeing all this crazy shit. I see like a gigantic dude with like blue hair and stuff. I see a skeleton. I'm like, how the fuck is a skeleton right here? What's going on? I'm thinking like, oh, somebody lied to me. And so they actually had it on damn, what's the thing called? Hulu. Yeah. So they had it on Hulu.
Yeah,
So I started rewatching it on Hulu, and
fact.
just fell right back in love with it, man. Right from episode one again.
Nice,
Can
nice.
y'all hear me? I got my gaming headset. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Can you, just turn down?
Okay.
Can you turn down the mic just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So sticking with season one, just because this show had to have a strong season one to make it to season 20, of course. Season one, what was the episode that was like, I'm gonna watch season two? What episode got that where you were like, I know I'm gonna cruise into season two?
None of them season one.
Oh, God.
Like to be
Episode
honest,
one for me.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The beginning of One Piece is a hard sell. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you any different. Like if you don't have somebody pushing you to watch it or something, like you're not just gonna pick that shit up and just watch and think season one is it. I'm gonna be completely real. It's like not saying that it's bad. It just is just like I don't care. No, no, I lied. There is one part. I would say the part when Lucky Roo shoots dude off top, like the when the mountain bandit still got like
That's
that's
episode
when
4, dog.
yeah. So I almost lied. That part really did it got me a little bit because it's like so we talk that these characters are like these goofy, we gonna get drunk party ball type of guys, and you hear them talking about yeah we're pirates, and then when it was time to actually do some pirate shit, it was like no hesitation, bow, get out of here. You feel me? So it's like oh okay, maybe it was something.
Yeah, man. And I think it's funny because like if you watch it back on TV or 4Kids or whatever, like as a kid in that scene, I think they said Buddy just got hit with like a cap gun or something. And so like I had no idea the dude actually died. And then like I'm rewatching it again. I'm like, all right, here comes a bang. I was like, oh, Jesus, wait. He was like, you killed him. And I always loved the line that my boy Shank gave. He was just like, yeah, we ain't saints, we pirates, nigga. And I was like,
Fast
oh.
little fight fair. What you talking about, cuz?
I was sitting here again, just like, yo, who lied to me as a child? This is not what I was remembering. But yeah, but now like for me, I say it didn't really take that much because it was more into like what I like to see for shows, man. Like I just like to have fun. And with episode one, when Luffy, I mean, you see this dude just bust out of a barrel, and next thing you know, it's just like, all right, who the hell are you people? And they're like, bro, you the one that bust out a barrel. Like, like there's that much wackiness in it, like got
Mm.
me immediately. So I won't say I was in. I didn't know I was in for a 20-year ride,
Me
but
neither.
I knew I was. I mean, I was there for however long it ran.
No.
Nice, nice. Before we go to season two, how do you feel about the animation?
It has its ups and downs. Like the beginning animation was definitely of its time because One Piece is old, so it is definitely of its time. But like this season that's out right now, like you can say they put some budget into this boy. That shit looking like an animated movie right now. But like it has its moments to where like you can see that they kind of like just do what they want to do. They have the moment where it's very low budget, but then when like a big epic moment is supposed to happen, you can see the production quality go up tremendously. It's like okay, I see what they was budget. I see what they were saving their budget for. So it's definitely not it's not bad to the point where you would knock points off of it when you're giving it your overall rating.
In my opinion, it seemed like they went from Lupin the Third to Dragon Ball Super over the years. Like you could tell, like they definitely kept up with the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I've been getting more into looking on how like these shows are produced and everything like that. So like One Piece is weekly, so it's ran like every week or so, and like that just is like that's just a hard crunch to do because like another one of my favorite shows you can probably see it behind me, Black Clover that ran weekly too, but like it went through a lot more struggles than One Piece with production because like getting people on that every week or getting people to work on these episodes like daily and stuff like that hard. And then throughout one part of the anime, it was running with the Dragon Ball Super, so they was just like, hey, we're gonna sacrifice some of this animation because we
It
gotta
is
do we
what it
gotta do
is.
two of these shows every week. Like, all right, somebody got to
And
step
at that moment, you can't compete with Dragon Ball Super because
No.
Dragon Ball Super
yeah.
was crashing Crunchyroll every week, boy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, as far as the animation goes, since I've been watching it as a kid, it never really bothered me. And since like animation, since I've been watching animes as a kid, it never really mattered to me. But I do take the pride when they have like the movie quality scenes and movie quality episodes. Because I mean, granted, those movie quality episodes are kind of coming in now, and not like over the years, but they do still have their highlights throughout the years. So I've always just been a fan of the show itself, no
Nice,
matter how it looks.
nice. So now we move to season two. What can you tell people about season two? And do you feel like that's when everything kind of became more lively?
Go ahead, man. I'm trying to remember which one exactly is season two. Because a lot of
Uh,
because I don't remember it by season. I remember by arcs.
yeah, so I would say season two is probably about like because normally with season one I had that as East Blue. So like after Arlong is where I put season two at.
Oh, so it's season two after Arlong,
Yeah,
or
like Drum Island where you meet Mr. Three and Alabasta.
Okay,
okay.
how about we do this, guys? Because like I said, I'm still new to it. How about we do it by arc? So what was the first arc, and what made it so amazing?
Um, first arc that was just us being introduced to Luffy and the world or whatever, him going out to sea and recruiting people like Zoro and
Nami.
Usopp and all that stuff. So like
Yeah.
each arc is basically when he gets like a new crew member at that time. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to really divide it up, because it's so much.
And it's like One Piece runs off of arcs, but then they also sagas. So like the East Blue saga is, what I'm saying, the first couple episodes going to meeting Zoro, which is the
Mhm.
like the introduction arc. Then you'll have what Syrupville no with Buggy and them, the Buggy
Yeah,
arc.
yeah, you got Sword Village, and you got what's it?
So this
Log Town, ain't it?
yeah, Logtown, the
Mm-hmm.
Baratier. So that's the
Baratheon.
funny part. Yeah, with One Piece, it's like if you want to talk about it, it's so hard to do in a confined time because it's
Uh
just
huh.
like it's like 30 things that you have to
Because
break
because
down for
because
this one piece.
here's
No
the
pun intended.
good thing and the bad thing about One Piece is that it's so much like little things in between the big stuff that you wouldn't even notice, and then I go back and look at and then see how important the little stuff is for something later on down the line. So you could be talking about something later on down the line and be like, oh yeah, but back then and over here, you remember when that? So it kind of bounces around. If you're unfamiliar with One Piece, it'll be hard for somebody to point exactly which areas to tell you about when you're asking questions like this. If that makes
Okay,
sense.
okay, cool, cool,
but
cool.
But it's
Um,
all building blocks. It's all
but
building blocks.
I would say the best way I would answer the question that you just asked, I would give that to I would say Arlong Park, because like I think that's the turning point of if you really gonna fuck with One Piece or not. How you feel about that,
Uh,
Michael, Matt?
I I would agree. I would say honestly, Baratier, because I've seen a lot of people being surprised at Barate. Like you have when you meet Kobe, it's just like, all right, cool, this is fun or whatever. You meet Zoro, you're like, okay, it's a bit of seriousness up in here. Like Buddy
Do
was
you meet
legit about to
Kyle?
die. And then like you
Mm-hmm.
go to Usopp and you're like, okay, you're losing me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody can agree. Stuart Village is like bottom one. Like Usopp my boy
Hey,
now, but
hey, look, low key, I got a hot take on when it comes to Syrup Village.
I liked it, but I can't lie and say that was.
I gotta have. So I know where it can make you like Sir Village better.
Oh, I
Don't
mean,
look at it. Don't look at the arc as a whole. Look at the arc from Captain Kuro's perspective. And
Captain Kuro was an interesting villain, but it was about the
nigga,
extra stuff. Not to mention
yeah,
Usopp.
like I looked at it from Captain Kuro's perspective. Like first, I was just like, this nigga, he really just fucking his own plan up. But then when I looked at it, I was like, the amount of frustration this man has went through for these years, I understand why he cracked and just did all that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to do it. But yeah, but when you reach Baratier, you know what I'm saying. You see Sanji, you hear his backstory. 'Cause that's the first, like, I'd say serious backstory
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
get. And so it's just like, damn, bro, you was on the island by yourself and your homie, and that man gave
And
his
and
leg
then
up for you.
and then what happened? Like when they sprinkle on top of it, your boy
Mm,
Mihawk come through.
and
Nigga,
just demolishes everything.
that, that's the chef kiss right there.
And Don Creed was a really serious that's the
Villain.
most serious fight that you had to that point. So I remember like when I saw the Don
Mm-hmm.
Creed fight, I was like, it's taking a whole lot to beat this dude. And normally it's just like all right, cool. Let me
Cause
get one solid punch
Luffy was washing niggas.
completely. So it was so like I say Baratier is like that part that I think can like that starts the deal, but Arlong seals the deal.
See, okay, I get it, I get it. See, the thing with Arlong Park is that's when you really cover a broad topic, like with the whole enslaving people and stuff like that. Like that's when One Piece really starts to shine with the dark stuff that they cover in the story, especially. And this is like okay, like this is
Oh
like
yeah, your race is
when
superior, huh? Okay, racist. All
yeah,
right.
because the
Yeah.
fishmen is the niggas of One Piece. It is what it is. They are the niggas of One Piece. And that's why
Yeah.
I wasn't even real mad at all on. I wasn't mad.
Well, I mean, I wasn't mad at him when you got to Fishman Island, but at that part, I was just like, "Hey, man, yeah, man, we don't need all this superiority talk, man. We can all be homies, man. Come on, man."
I did a little, like I said, I did my research for it. How do you think they tackled transgenders?
Okay, I'm still
Hey,
loaded.
it's so funny. Like they with transgender, like they made it cool almost. Like with the Okamas and all that stuff. Like
Yeah,
you
my
get
God,
all these
my Clay.
formidable characters who can like really fight and Bon Clay. I don't know if he's trans. I don't know what you would call him, but he's a pioneer. Like he's
He's the
one of the
homie, right?
hey, he's one of the best written characters in this story. Like openly gay, openly cross dressed, openly all this stuff, but that's my dog, bro.
Nobody, oh man, nobody questioned. And I remember like when I was growing up, I was just sitting there, 'cause, I'd say about like eighth, ninth grade and shit like that. Like that's when you start learning about like homosexuality
mm-hmm.
and things like that. Find
Yeah.
out people are homosexual and stuff. And so I was like, you just sitting here like, oh wait, but he gay? Okay,
Yeah, that's how it was
yeah,
too, man. Cause we grew up in the '90s, man. Homophobia, that shit, that was running rampant, boy.
yeah. But then as you know, I'm sitting here watching One Piece with Bon Clay as a kid, and I'm just sitting here like, hey, this tutu
Hey,
peacock ostrich dude, that's my boy. Like,
yeah, he kind of cool.
turning up
He
with
kind of
the
dope. Like, yeah, like I really like it. At first, I was standoffish. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, what the fuck is this gay shit, bro? Like, what's going on? But
homies.
as it went on, like I said, he's that character himself, like, really broke down, like, because like anime was still new to the Western, like, still new to us to an extent. So he kind of broke down those barriers because in other anime that was popular in the West, you don't really see that type of stuff. And the only example I can think of to where it kind of was Sailor Moon, but they censored that too. Sailor Moon when they had
Ooh,
a
man.
lesbian couple, but they said that we're
They
cousins.
cousins.
You're a little too close to your cousin, ma'am.
Yeah,
but you got Brian Clay. He just out here like, yeah, I'm with it, and he's a good character. So
hit no people and everything.
Facts. That's the homie, bro.
Nice.
And then the whole Okama Island, like they literally have a whole entire kingdom dedicated to gay people, trans, like the whole LGBTQ island, and they're cool characters. So hey, I think they did a good job with tackling that.
Nice. I was listening about the episode where like I say, I wish I had put the names down, but apparently it was controversy about this female character that I guess was obese at one point, and then somehow they made the story. They made her small.
Alvita?
Yes, and they just made her small for plot convenience. I guess like it didn't really make sense.
Baby mama.
Like, did it, in your opinion, did it make sense? The reason why they made her smaller?
Well, One Piece, we don't make
One
sense.
Piece don't give a fuck about logic.
We don't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you. Hey, let me say something real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off, but look. If you look, for the people that actually got mad about that, like what story are they reading? Because One Piece literally has an island where everything is just long for no reason. Like you got a dog that's just long as hell, the people are long as hell, the people it just happens. Like shit is just crazy in One Piece. It is what it is. So it really doesn't need to be an explanation. And besides, like the powers in One Piece are so kooky, like you really think a lady eating the fruit and becoming skinny is the most far-fetched thing that happened in this world?
After getting punched miles away.
Okay.
That's the explanation. The three things that was supposed to happen, the two things that was supposed to happen was Luffy's punch knocked a lot of fat off of her, and then she ate the like slip fruit or whatever it's called, and so that slid all the weight off of her too. Wait, back
up. He punched the weight off of her.
That was her explanation. She was like, "Oh, your punch and eating the fruit gave me this beautiful body." Like, and I was just like, "All right."
Yeah, apparently, and like one of her powers is called the slip fruit, where she can make it so that everything slips off of her, like she has no friction. And she said the fat slipped right off her, and that was part of the explanation.
That's your One Piece logic. That's like going to Pokemon and being like, "Hey man, I'm kind of mad that like this thing getting hit with a fireball and it's still breathing. Like, what's going on here?"
Or it'd be like, man, how is that Squirtle making infinite water? Like, what's going on here? Like, how the fuck is it spitting water? And nigga, it just happens. What? And that's what I was telling you earlier off air. Like, I love One Piece, I really do, but it has a knack for attracting dumbass fans. I hate to say it, but a lot of the fandom are fucking retarded.
That's anime. Anime fans in general. Like when you try to bring, like, you do want a bit of, like, there are some realistic things, like the fact that Luffy is immune to electricity. Like, yeah, he's made of rubber. So sure, you can throw in some of the realistic things into it, but it's still fiction. Like, some things you just gotta let be fiction. I mean, you got Ivankov, who's able to switch between the man and the lady, can do it to anybody else. Literally can shoot energy into somebody with his fingertips.
with his eyelids, nigga, they ain't gonna wink and shoot energy. Like what?
Like, come on, like some of this stuff, like Zoro cut a cliff. A legit cliff.
Sugar can touch you and turn you to a teddy bear and make everybody that knew you forget about you. What? That's crazy.
Exactly. Like some of the controversies is just like, all right, bro.
Yeah, I feel like
remember what you watched.
Go ahead.
After hearing this, it just feels like they got everything that Marvel was like, no, we can't make those X-Men.
See, look, I will say that One Piece has a knack for taking something that you would think is butt and making it great.
Okay.
Like think about
Like,
Rubber. Like who would have honestly thought who this is also one of my favorite things about who would have really sat down and like, okay, I need my main character to reach the top, the pinnacle of strength in this world. What can I give him? Rubber. And make it work.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yes.
So like,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Sos. No, go ahead,
Oh,
Sos.
I was gonna say how One Piece has an amazing knack for taking stuff that would be butt and making it great. Like there's this one guy who literally can turn into mochi, like the stuff you eat, mochi, and he's a fucking powerhouse. Like the way he uses it, it's fucking
Whooped
crazy.
Luffy's. He trolled Luffy with his own attacks. Even asked him
But
one time, "Hey yo, did I do that attack right? I did better than you." Hell yeah.
it bet. I didn't like that fight. I didn't like the narration, the narrative behind that fight. We'll talk about that later.
Gotcha.
Okay. I looked on 4 different websites, so apparently this character must be a very evil character. He's been #1 on 4 different websites. I probably will butcher his name, but do you believe that Don Canatis the Flamigo is the most evil
Don
character?
Flamingo.
Don
Don
Quixote,
Quixote.
the
Don
Flamingo, my boy.
Do
That
you believe he's
is.
the most evil?
The most evil, he up there. I mean,
Um,
He's #1 on like 4 different lists. Second has been second and third have been flip flop, but it's been Fleek. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize for butchering these names. Fleek Amari Akuno and Blackbeard
oh,
Marshall D. Teach.
Akainu and Fleet Admiral Akainu and
Akainu is not evil though. He's
yeah,
not evil. He's just
the
an
whole point of
extremist.
him, yeah, the whole point of him is just like he's super Republican. They'll say it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
He's
Don
What
Trump.
Flamingo, damn, I don't know.
what about Blackbeard? How's he? Does he deserve to be #3?
I don't think he's evil.
See, I don't even think I can't even look at Blackbeard as being quote unquote evil.
He's just a true
Like,
pirate.
yeah, he just a part. Like he got some gold, and he gonna do whatever he got to do to get it. Like if that means crossing you
And
out
I
or
know this
whatever,
seems
it is what
weird.
it is.
Like I know this
No,
seems weird, but you
no.
gotta understand, like with the way One Piece tackles these things, like with Don Flamingo, the reason why a lot of people would say like, "Oh yeah, he's the most evil," is because he was legit, just like, "Yo, I just want destruction. I want mayhem. This
Yeah,
world has cheated me, and I want to make it pay for it." So
you
like,
know what? I would give him most evil. I give
like
Doflamingo
yeah,
most
like
evil.
that's evil. But with Blackbeard and another character that we might not talk about, Kaido, like I just can't look at them as evil because they have their values, but
Mm-hmm.
they're just pirates. They're like, yo, I want to do like a pirate, like the way they listed a pirate's life, and it's also how I love how they do it to the Straw Hat, because like Luffy is a good example of this too, because he's like, yo, we not heroes. Like we're helping you because I like you.
Luffy is definitely not a hero. He's a fucking narcissist.
Like he's like, yo, I like you, so that's why I'm working with you. But if you piss me off, I'll knock you the fuck out.
I'll beat your ass. Like it
Like
is what
it's
it is.
I
so
love the
it's
reason
not
why
a.
I was. I'm sorry,
Go
Mac.
ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, Mac. I'm sorry. Cut me
Oh,
off.
but not just to finish the point, but it's like so they're not evil. Like they'll destroy a town, but it'll more than likely be because of a party or somebody made them mad. But it's not like they're just going to go out
It's
to
not
cause
their
destruction.
intent to just cause mayhem.
Okay.
But that
And the only
Flamingo
reason
legit
why
just want everything to burn.
Nice.
Mm.
And the only reason why I was laughing at you, Mac, when you made that Blackbeard comment is because people say the same thing about Boosie. It's like, yeah, he probably did kill that guy, but he a gangster.
Yeah,
That's just like,
yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
Perfect correlation.
yeah,
Perfect
but
correlation. It is what it is.
yeah.
But yeah, now that I think about it, Doflamingo was evil from jump though. Even before all the bullshit happened with his father did, like the nigga came out the pussy evil. Like entitled spoiled brat. Like
Yeah,
even
but
without the shit that happened,
his
he
clan
probably
is
wouldn't have been like as powerful in the shit he's doing. But he would have always been a shitty individual.
So he's Hitler?
No, I'm gonna give you a short backstory. So basically, there's the regular folks And then there's the noble folk, the celestial dragon folk. They're pretty much the higher. They're the 1%ers, and they have slaves and all type of shit. So Doflamingo was born into a 1%er, and he enjoyed his privilege. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Hey, fix me a sandwich," and blah blah blah. He enjoyed it as a kid, but his father was idealistic. And he's like, you know what? We're leaving all this. So he took him and his family and left and went to go stay with the poors. Like, Dad, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? So basically, did he kill his father or his father died?
Yes. So his family was attacked because the celestial dragons, like they believe they're so far above, like they actually do believe they're gods. They're revered as gods. So they're so above, like they put themselves so far above humanity that they actually wear a spacesuit with a bubble helmet to make sure they're not breathing the same.
They don't breathe the same air as these niggas, bro.
So like when Don Flamingo's father saw that as like evil because it kind of is, and they went to live with regular folks. Regular folks are like, yo, y'all have killed how many people, enslaved how many people? Like we gonna make y'all suffer. So Don Flamingo lost his mom.
He was treated bad.
Yeah, so Don Flamingo lost his mom, and then like while his father was breaking down, he ended up killing him, and that led Don Flamingo to like onto his path of like, all right, cool.
So he killed his daddy. He killed his daddy, and then he went back to merge. He went back to the Celestials, and he was like, "Hey, look, I'm back, man. It wasn't my decision to leave in the first place. Can I come back and have my privilege back?" They was like, "No, nigga, what you talking about?" So basically, that was just like, "Damn, I ain't got no place in this world. It's some bullshit. Fuck it, burn it all down."
Okay.
But he was all, but they literally said he was born like twisted.
I mean, that sounds like a great like story where it's just like this guy's just been evil. We're not going to try to have any redeeming characteristics. So I like a villain like that. You don't see it that often, So that's good. To get on a lighter note, what season had the best intro?
Best intro?
Or did they keep the same song the whole time?
I'm gonna be real. One Piece intros don't slap like that to me. A lot of the time they don't slap like that.
I have a lot of fun.
But the one that I think it's called Bon Voyage.
Oh, yeah, all right, I like that.
All right, I'll be back, guys.
I think I'll go with opening 20. It's called Hope. Because I feel like, and I've heard a lot of people say they don't really like One Piece intros because they're normally like fun. So I'd say like my top two would probably be like opening 20 and opening 13. Opening 13 wasn't it was a sadder tone opening because they were in like a literal war. So it was a bit more serious, but it fit what was going on very well. But opening 20 I thought fit too because like it's a very serious moment, but you still have a good bit of like fun parts in that arc at the same time. So like I thought it had the perfect mixture of like the high and low moments.
All right, I'm back.
Nice.
It started raining. I had to let my window up.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that, brother. So guys, this is something that like I'm sure fans notice, you guys notice, but how do they wait? Do the old arcs still affect the new arcs, or is it one of the series?
Like crazy. Yeah. Okay. Like in the current arc right now, something that was revealed in a backstory became important. Like was like we like made a scene at the end of an arc that happened 13 years ago important again. So something that you saw in episode like 150 or maybe 200 was just made important again in episode like 960.
Wow.
Yeah, like he doesn't. This is one of my main gripes, but also one of the things that he gives us a lot of unanswered questions and then answers them later on. But he answers them in a way to where it's more. You get a little bit, but it's more questions on top of it. Now he would be an excellent drug dealer. Like he stayed giving out that crack and keep him coming back for more. He answers stuff, but he answers it vaguely to where stuff isn't up in interpretation and stuff. And like you can get like it's still questions from pre-time skip that we still ain't got answers to, and they be hinting, they getting the answers to, so they be getting people hyped up. But yeah, it definitely is a lot of moments. Like a lot of the moments interchange. Like as far as like if you don't have a moment right here, then this moment down the line wouldn't be as significant. So when it happens, so he does it a lot. What's the word I'm looking for? He throw breadcrumb. He breadcrumb like a motherfucker, right?
Okay, cool. Um, so has it been a jumping the shark moment? Jumping the shark mean like they've done something that you just go, wow, this is where they're going with this. Something that's just you said a lot of extreme stuff, but you said it worked. But something so big that you're like, okay, they must have ran out of ideas.
I don't think I've ran into that yet. Like I've had some arcs that uh like I think outside of Silver Village, I think the one arc everybody can agree is just like, all right, bro. Oda must have just been in a rut when he did this jump. Would have been the Foxy arc.
I like the Foxy art.
It was fun, but you have to admit it was something where you were just like, was he high?
So
Was he bored?
I'm gonna say this. I don't think that from my
I've never
mom. I
had.
don't think it's that he ran out of ideas, but I do see repeat patterns on the way he structures some of these arcs. It's just
I've
like
heard that. Yeah, I've heard a couple people say that too.
yeah, it's just like that nigga that's almost step by step the same way this other art is done. Like we see it, like. But
Okay.
I don't think he's ran out of ideas yet, which is amazing because One Piece got it's so broad with the things that go on in One Piece that I'm surprised that this is coming out of one man's head.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Mm.
a lot of people do not like anime movies. I mean, a lot of people do not like anime movies. Is there any One Piece movies that you would like tell people to watch?
Film Z,
Yeah, yeah, definitely Film
Film
Z.
Z.
Um, yeah, I mean, I haven't even sat through and watched all the One Piece anime movies. I think it's like 12 altogether.
It's a few of them.
Yeah. One of them is a remastering of uh the Alabaster arc.
Mm.
So
I
I would
think they do it.
say,
I think they do it for Drum Island too.
oh, okay, cool. But yeah, I would definitely say like people can watch that one because like it is the same arc and it does cut some content out, like some of the I guess you could say wasted content because like some
It gives
episodes
you the
they'll
main
say
bullet
that
points.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, it gives you the main billing points, but it just looks better. But so I would definitely say that one. I did like the 3D 2Y. Well, that's definitely a special, not really a movie.
Yeah. Well, I consider that a movie too.
Yeah, 'cause it's
The
over. I mean, it's over an hour.
Bundy World was smacking niggas, nigga, with the more blue.
Yeah,
Hey, that was my boy.
that was hype. But I
I
think
also like. Have you seen the newest one, Stampede?
yeah, and I think for some of the newer ones, you can look at them either like Film Gold really wasn't that good of a movie.
This film
Like
girl was butt cheeks.
yeah, but
Say it how it is. You tell me it wasn't really good. That shit was ass.
yeah, it was. But then was it kind of, like that last fight was pretty fight like hype. But
Shit was
but yeah, so
ass.
I would definitely say like I would definitely recommend like the latest one. I would definitely recommend Film Z. Film Z to
Film
me is the
Z.
best one. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best movie,
That's
hands down.
goat tier right there, boy.
And Strong World. So I got three of them.
Strong World. It's
Four.
up there. It's cool. It's cool. I
Yeah,
fuck Strong
four
World.
of them I recommend.
But
Nice.
a lot of the movies are forgettable. A lot of movies are forgettable
Okay.
because the thing that the movies lack that we love about One Piece so much is the lore behind like everything that goes on. So like
For the most part,
that's
that's most anime movies.
mm, I
Well,
mean
most
I
anime
don't know
movies
now
from
cause hey
shows.
let's see Cowboy Bebop movie that's my favorite animated movie.
Well, I
Yeah.
said
Shit
most, not
is.
all.
Yeah, that's a classic. My favorite anime movie would still be Lupin the Third, Castle of pronounced I forgot the Castle of Magic. It's Castle of
Mhm.
something. Sorry guys, but that's still my
And
favorite.
The My Hero movies hold up. As standalone movies, they hold up.
I
Mhm.
feel like the first one better than the second.
If you guys
Yeah,
got to
it
see
is. It is.
if you guys seen an anime movie in the theater,
I
No.
watched, I watched Stampede in theaters.
the last one I saw was some Naruto movie, and I was like 14, so this is years ago. But I never forget, like that's when I learned what cosplay was, because like everybody was dressed up, like
Mhm.
me and my other friend that was a Jehovah's Witness, we just over there with playing, looking weird as fuck. And
Y'all
I
should
really,
definitely try cosplaying. It's so fun. Go
Uh,
some of these conventions. It is what it is, man.
I'm about to say I'm
guys,
going to
So fun.
one Thursday, but yeah, I
guys,
ain't
if
got
you
a
have
fucking
not
costume.
seen me and Sauce episode, I asked Sauce about should I take my stepson to conventions, and you remember what you told me?
No, what I tell you?
He told me about the furries thing.
Oh yeah. Hey, yeah, you gotta watch out for some of them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, and I was
But
like, never
see,
mind. I'll take him later on in life.
no. Here's the thing, man. Like cosplay conventions are fun, but I know I'm talking to two brothers who are in relationships and stuff. It's funner when you're single. I'm just being real because you know we got this term called quote unquote con booty, and it's amazing.
Con booty.
Con booty, yeah.
I'm pleading the fifth.
For that, because I know black men don't cheat, so we don't even talk like that. You know.
Plead the fifth. But yeah, yeah. When I went to see Stampede in theaters, it wasn't really. They didn't really have any advertising for it, so it was like it was a
Mhm.
decent crowd. But I'm about to say, I think the wildest experience still was when I went to see the first My Hero movie because I mean, like you
People were
might not
hyped.
know this.
They
Yeah,
were
that
hyped
first
about it.
movie, that actually like it was originally set to air only for 3 days, and the movie made so much money in the first day that they had to bring it back for another like an extra like week.
Word, this was a see me. I am a true One Piece fan, so I pirate all the movies. I'm bootlegging them shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was about to say it was some homies in theaters, but yeah, I say that was my. I think the reason why the My Hero movie was real fun because one of my friends who really isn't like yeah he's the true like weed nerd, but and then like some gangster niggas talked to us after the My Hero movie, and he was just like, "Yo, that nigga Midori came through and he socked that nigga," and then my boy was just like, "When did he hit him with the sock?" I was like, "Nah, he playing." So that's still one of my favorite parts.
Oh
And I think
man,
that's one of the coolest things. The fact that like with how anime's turning out now, you got so many different people into it,
hmm
and so like you don't have
people
to
like
worry
your
about.
friends make me so happy because it's just like when you got the stereotypical weeb, and then you got people like me and you, and it's like you can see the difference.
Yeah,
It's like yeah, like I'm
yeah.
the
So
cool one in this circle.
I'm always, I'm
Nice,
always,
nice,
I'm always grateful for hood niggas.
nice.
Nigga, it's about like before the pandemic, I would always go down to the card shop to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And on the outside world, I'm like a smooth 6, 7. But when I go to the card shop, nigga, I'm a 10. I am the shit when I go to the card shop, boy. Because
Nice.
these niggas is really some nerds. And I'm the and
Nice.
I'm me, you know.
So, guys, where do you see them going from here? Do you think they're going space? Do you think they're doing time travel? 20 seasons is a long time to be on top for anybody. How do they reinvent themselves going forward?
Well, we can go ahead and cross time travel off of your list because they just now did some time travel shit.
Man, the Phantom was oh boy. The Phantom
And
was
yes, I
nice.
think space is on the menu too because my boy Inaru is on the moon right now, fucking with some robots. So
Legit
space is
is.
definitely on the menu.
Nice.
Um,
I think space might be the final frontier for us.
yeah, but the thing is that I'm scared of space because I don't want the One Piece characters to get too powerful. Like as far as like I like them being like island level. But like once you get to go into outer space, you get closer and closer to like planet level and all that shit, and it's just like, okay, now you taking the fun out of it for me. Like that's one gripe I have with the current art is that it's looking very Dragon Ball like in the anime, and it's just like I don't watch One Piece for that. Like I feel like y'all getting too strong.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you don't want to turn into Archer, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think I don't know because my boy Isho, that nigga already dropped meteorites.
Yeah,
They are cutting me. But
people sleep on Fujitora, man.
that's my boy. That's a great character. People do not mention
Mm-hmm.
him. But
Nice. Nice.
I
Well,
hope my dog don't get picked up.
Space though. I think they are gonna go to space. Either they're gonna go to space or the Ender's gonna come down from space, but they're doing something with
nice.
space. Like he wouldn't just show us that in the cover story for no fucking reason.
Nice.
So
So, so,
yeah.
so,
I don't know Michael Garrett. I don't know what they're gonna do from here.
nice. So, 1 through 10, guys, what would you give this series in total?
I'm at a 9 because like it's so much good stuff. Man. Like I have my critiques just like anybody else, but I think the highlights over the
8.5. 8.5.
and I can't give it a 10 because it's not finished. So like they got to stick
I
the
mean,
landing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Attack on Titan fan.
even if
Like
Uh,
you gotta stick the landing.
but I give
Nice.
it an 8.5. But it peaks out at 9. Like when One Piece is on its shit, can't nobody touch it. When it's on its shit, it's up there. You know what I'm saying? But it also once it's like we nice smooth, but hey, like the moments that it have are like some of the most memorable moments in my life. So it is what
Nice.
it is.
Y'all talk about this anime the same way I talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. So that's how I know you're very passionate. Because
Like
this is really how I am about Yu Yu Hakusho. So
you I can
uh,
show up there too, boy.
yeah, man. Uh, guys, thank you so much for coming on the review. Please tell everybody where they can follow you and what would you talk to your fans.
Um, or you can follow me at Sauce Got Jokes 71 on YouTube, IG, and Twitter. And on Facebook, it is Anderson Comedian Nance. What I want to say to the people, fucking watch One Piece. Like it is what it is. Watch it. I know it's long. I know it can look very intimidating, and I hate that as an excuse when y'all say it's so long because whenever somebody tells me that One Piece is so long, my rebuttal is, but what's stopping from clicking episode one?
Yeah, that's a good point. I never liked the One Piece is long thing because they're like, oh, it took me so long to watch it. I'm like, how many days do you watch all these other shows? Like, honestly, and there's no rush. There's no deadline.
Yeah, it ain't even finished yet. So like,
Yeah. Guys, when
You know
they're
what I'm
talking about people, they mean me. That's what they mean.
yeah.
saying? There's no, but like I said, like there's no deadline. Nobody's telling you like, yo, if you start One Piece, you gotta finish it in 3 months, or you got
Yeah.
I I envy the people that haven't watched One Piece yet. I wish I could watch it for the first time again.
Nice, nice. But please, Mac, tell them where they can follow you and if there's anything you want to say to your fans.
So I'm on Instagram as comedian Mack. Uh, for my podcast, it's the Black Heroes podcast on Twitter. It's Black Heroes 5. But yeah, so like those two places, I haven't really set up a Twitter yet for my comedy. I need to though.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on to the review. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and have an amazing day.